Are high mileage cars actually a problem? Short answer, no. Hi everyone, my name's Alex, I'm the owner of Compact Car Centre, and today we're going to be answering some questions which are put forward by some of our staff members and are often asked by quite a few of our customers. If you do have any questions that you do want us to answer, please again just put them in the comments below and we'll answer them in a future video. Are high mileage cars actually a problem? Short answer, no, I don't think so anyway, but it is dependent on quite a few things. I personally think it's down to what fuel is used. A high mileage petrol car, I personally think, is a lot more likely to go wrong than a diesel car. I personally love diesels. I think they don't get as much recognition as they deserve. But with diesels, I don't actually think that a low mileage car is necessarily good, because there's certain things such as DPF filters, diesel particulate filters, exhaust regulation valves and stuff like that. They do clog up with carbon with diesels, and if people are doing short journeys, then they can clog up and cause issues in the long run. Whereas if you've got somebody who's doing mainly motorway miles, they get very hot, it'll clean out all the carbon and there's not normally any issues. And along with regular servicing and stuff like that, then they don't tend to come up with many issues as such, apart from normal wear and tear. I'm not saying that low mileage diesels are bad by any means. They can have a really good one. If somebody has a low mileage car, they can still take it on weekly runs to clear out the DPF, the EGR and everything else, and then you don't tend to have issues. But I just personally don't think that high mileage cars are that much of an issue in this day and age. Are German cars overrated? Ooh. I think German cars are overrated, yes. I personally think that the best cars on the market right now are Korean brands such as Hyundai and Kia. German brands are very good. However, I do think, and this is coming from somebody who is predominantly owned BMWs and Audis, I don't think that the build quality is up there with some of the prestige manufacturers, and they do still have their common problems. They are not exempt from having their common issues, and you do obviously pay quite a hefty price tag on top of that just for having the brand. Would I ever buy a car unseen? Now, I get asked this question quite a lot by our customers, and the answer is yes. I actually buy about 300 or 400 cars a year unseen. So mostly from main dealers, some auctions, because a lot of the main dealer groups put all of their cars through auctions such as Aston Barclay or Mannheim, British Car Auctions. You do have to buy from auction. A lot of auctions get a bad rap, but it's just a necessary evil in the trade. You have to buy from them. There are differences in buying from main dealers and then the likes of like We Buy Any Car and stuff. The main dealers tend to have a lot more cream of the crop, and we do tend to try and prioritise those over others. What are my plans for the future? I've got big plans for this place. We have still got our lease until the end of 2027, and I personally want to do a lot. We're going to be doing some videos in the coming weeks about renovating the site. We've already started on our handover bay in terms of blacking the walls. We've got some signage going up, some nice LED lights and stuff just to make it a bit pretty, and so people can post some pictures on social media. The front of the property, there's some old car part lines which we're getting rid of and painting new lines just to try and neaten it up a little bit. We've got some more forecourt things such as new price boards, point of sale flags that we're going to be fitting. We're just trying to do that more towards the summer just because of the wind and the rain and the elements, but that's all. But we do have some plans in the actual showroom itself. We're looking at buying some wooden panels to go on the walls just to make it all neat and tidy, but it is all dependent on the lease and stuff. In the actual grand future, I would probably like to start another site again and just to kind of split it so everything under 10,000 is on one site and everything over is at another site, just to make things easier. Or maybe a split where you have something like prestige and performance cars at a different site and then your everyday kind of cars on this site. Yeah. That's it for the questions today. If you did like the video, I'd love if you could like, comment or subscribe, and if you do have any questions for the next video, please just drop them down in the comments below and we'll make sure we can answer them.